Welcome back, everybody. My guest tonight is an Emmy and Oscar-winning actor you know from If Beale Street Could Talk, Watchmen, and so much more. She's now directed her first feature film, One Night in Miami. Please welcome back to A Late Show, Regina King. Hey, Regina King. Nice to have you here.
It's good to be here. I wish I was there in person. But
I wish so, too, because that means there'd be an audience and we'd all be having a lot more fun. But I'm glad we can be together this way, if no other way. I want to get to the film in just a moment, which is beautiful and powerful, and, boy, it emotionally sneaks up on you in a bunch of different ways. But first, the last time that you were here was for If Beale Street Could Talk. And since then, you won an Oscar for your performance in that movie. Then you won an Emmy for Watchmen. Now you've directed your first feature film, One Night in Miami. And sometimes I meet very talented people for whom the right thing, is happening. And while it's great, they don't have the time to appreciate how wonderful things are going for them. Do you have a chance to enjoy it because you've been so busy?
That's an interesting question right now during the pandemic.
Sure.
I would say that I probably would have had more celebratory moments if we were not confined to our homes. So moments like these are special because I have someone that I'm a fan of, and making sure I'm taking a moment to take it in. So yeah, it's kind of like a yes and no answer.
Sure. That's a lot of life these days.
Yeah.
Well, you directed this new film, One Night in Miami. It's about a real night. The events are imagined of this night, but this really happened. It was Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Sam Cooke gathered together in a hotel in Miami in February of 1964. First of all, tell the people what the occasion of that night was. Like, what sort of all brought them to Miami that night?
Right. What all brought them together was there was a fight between Cassius Clay and Sonny Liston, and it was the fight that was going to, whoever was the victor was going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. And Cassius Clay, who later became Muhammad Ali, he was not the favorite. So he was not expected to win, so there was no party plan, and so he celebrated with 3 of his friends.
Well, all of these men, certainly now, Jim Brown's still with us, but all of them are of just a huge stature, not only in their chosen work, but in our history and in our culture. What is it like to depict people for whom the audience already has such a preset image and idea?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big flex to make. When I heard about the night, I wasn't aware of it prior to reading the script. Kemp Powers wrote the script. It was a play that he had written, and he had adapted it into the screenplay. And you just want to honor these men, their legacies. You want to make sure you tell a story that's entertaining, but also the impact that to share the impact that they've made. And also it was our opportunity to share them as men without all the titles, without activist, athlete, singer, but men and the vulnerabilities that all men have, and how through that vulnerability brings strength.
There's a particular poignancy to the vulnerability we see expressed in the performance of Malcolm X, because he is such a figure of strength, and a certain type of aggressive strength, certainly at a casual glance of his public persona. We have a clip here of, these are the 4 men on the rooftop. Can you tell us what's happening in this moment?
This is a moment when, kind of like midway in the film, where Cassius has noticed the tension that's going on in the room, and he says, let's go take a breather. So we're in this moment, and the audience is breathing with our 4 heroes. We call them our historical Avengers. And we get to see one of the moments where Malcolm is really quiet and I guess a bit introspective.
Jim?
The air up here is cooler.
Far away from the prying eyes of your G-men.
Yeah, you joke all you want, Sam. I'm telling you, it's got worse since the tension between me and Mr. Muhammad. I met with a writer in New York a few weeks back. There were two guys following us through the airport. I swear it was the same two.
I thought you didn't trust writers.
Oh. This one was a brother, and this meeting was important. I figure I better start getting my life story documented in my own words while I can.
One of the things you mentioned before we went into that clip was the tension between these four men. And to simplify it for our audience, just for this conversation, there is a tension between all of them, driven by the conversation that's being directed in some ways by Malcolm X about how each of these men can use their celebrity, their achievements, their relative privilege within society to further the cause of liberating black people, to achieving black powers, as Muhammad Ali and Sam Cooke talk about later. There are very different ideas about how that's achievable in this movie. Which theory rings most possible to you?
You know, actually, for me, Stephen, they're both equally possible, and they both ring true to me. I feel like both styles, if you will, of achieving racial equality or black power, as Cassius says in the film, are necessary. I feel like they're situational. It depends on what you're up against. Sometimes it is, you know, let's tear it down and start all over. And sometimes it's working inside out from an economic space, like Sam speaks about. So I relate to both. I do.
Well, Sam Cooke is portrayed by Leslie Odom. It's such a brilliant performance. And Cooke himself is such a powerful figure. As Malcolm X says, you might have a better chance than anybody else because of what music does to somebody else's soul. That magic that it commits on that person and changes their heart from a distance. How did you find, well, what led you to casting Leslie Odom Jr.? Had you seen him in Hamilton?
I had not. I had not seen him in Hamilton. I'd seen Hamilton, but not the cast with Leslie Odom. And I had a list of people that I was thinking of that potentially could be good for all four of the roles. And Leslie, I had seen him in a Nationwide commercial. And something about just the way he was carrying himself felt very Sam Cooke-esque to me.
Sure.
And so I asked my son, you know, do you have any other ideas about any, because I'm trying to think young actors that I'm not thinking of for any of these roles. And he goes, oh, Mom, that dude in the Nationwide commercial, he might be good for Sam Cooke. So I was like, there you go.
2 points make a line. Well,
Yeah.
It's a brilliant performance, and it's a brilliant film. Thanks so much for making it, and thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
One Night in Miami is available now on Amazon Prime. Regina King, everybody. We'll be right back with a performance by Vic Mensa.